What is up, everybody? Alrighty, it's time for more Lostbelt 3. So we're not going to go super far, like we're probably not, if we get to least students, we'll wait there, right? I don't want to go and do like those big boss battles until, after 5.5 and that kind of thing. But we got a ways before that anyway, so hold on, let me fix the music. Alrighty, one lonely boy, thank you for the 1 year resub. I appreciate it, man. A lot of resubs already. Alright, Hare, if you're ready, go ahead and hit us with it, because I guess this is probably red hair. Hey, L. You know, real quick, I want to see where our George is on Bond. He's probably quite close as well. Yep, 84k. Eric's like 64, 61, okay. Jin K without MP buff, indeed. And level 90, but still silver border. How about that? Alright, pulls up. Let's see, boy. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I already made a fucking red hair versus Phantom video, chat. And it was bad enough. At least he's counterclassing. Yeah, it's true. Oh my god. Dude, you have no idea how hard that was. I have never had to min-max so much. Like, that was so stupid. I tried so many command code combinations, like, you don't even know. Hopefully, because we'll be in team play, though, I won't have to bother with command codes. Yep, Phantom's gonna win. It's not even a competition. Alright. Let me slot him. I think I might have made him 10-10-10 as well. I made him 8-10-8. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Yeah, Drake has been in the running several times, but never gotten anywhere. So, gotta try to make Phantom the MVP here. I'm really finding that I wish I'd leveled Hohenheim, because I'm just having a lot of units that would benefit from what he does. I'm guessing no 100 face, that would steal too much glory. Okay, I'm gonna like cycle them. We do that. Or that. I mean, it's not like his MP gain's that good. How good is level 100 Victor from the Moon? It's alright. It's mainly, like, it's not a bad CE, it's just a lot of its competition is better, and like, anytime you don't have starting NP, you really gotta, you know, how do I put this? You gotta get a lot of boom for your buck to make up for not having starting NP, and it's kind of hard for it to do that, because if you don't crit, it doesn't do that much. If you're critting every turn, it's great. If you're not critting every turn, it's really easy for it to fall behind things. But yeah, it is nice that it gets that extra 400 attack. Like, it's, you know, it's useful, it has its place. I just don't think it's worth leveling to 100. That's kind of the best way of putting it. It's like, at 100, yeah, it's pretty good when you're in a circumstance where you don't need starting NP. I just think you get so much more boom for your buck leveling other CEs that are going to be useful more often. And a lot of those don't even need to make it to 100, so that's kind of the main thing. But if you happen to have one at 100, then it's good. It's just a lot of work for what it gives. Crit starters on turn 1 or NP on death. Probably NP on death. I want to make sure if Mozart shows up, just no matter what, he's got his NP. Almost what, 20-30 on Hans. What serving class have you grilled the most? I have no idea, to be honest. Probably depends on if you mean like just on my main or all my accounts combined. It might be Saber actually, because like Gwaine, Mordred, But I don't know, I'm all over the place. Yeah, I've obviously got Ku and Canis on my main. Yeah, it's I don't know. And in the long run, it'll definitely be Lancer because I'm planning on grailing Leonidas and probably Fionn eventually. Like, there's a lot of Lancers that I want to grail, I just haven't. Oh yeah, I've grailed Proto Ku too, obviously. So yeah, it's probably Lancer. And on like Enkidu is someone I wouldn't mind grailing eventually as well. Only reason I haven't grailed him is because he's already a 5-star and he doesn't need it too much. If Enkidu was a 4-star or something, I would have grailed him a long time ago. Like, I know for a fact Lancer's my favorite class, but I'm not sure I've actually grailed them the most. I'm not really sure. Okay, this is not, what I have in the front here, that's not enough to kill. Like, no way. Do that. Okay, that's better. Oh boy. I kinda, is it cheat? You know what? Doesn't this guy do crit buffs? This is kind of similar to the fight that we did from the event, isn't it? I think he gets a lot of crit up buffs. I kind of want to give Phantom the crit down command code. I just can't, I fucking hate the crit down command codes because I can never remember which one is which. Because not only is there a lot of them, but then some of them are for crit up and some are for crit damage. And I think, I want to say he does crit up, like he crits more often. Is that the pigeon? I think it might be the pigeon. Cause I've already unlocked Phantom's command code thingies, so. Yeah, I'm gonna give him the pigeon and just hope it's for the best. Maybe I should just give him all the anti-crit stuff. Let's see, where is the pigeon? There it is. Let's give him, we'll give him some other command. While I'm at it, I might as well give him some good command codes. Hold on. I wasn't gonna bother, but I mean, he's gonna need the help. It's not like he's too strong for this or anything. Hey, Rex. One day, they're gonna fix this UI, and it won't take 8 years to do. Alright, I'll give him like the heal on Art, and I'll give him Gilgamesh on Buster, just kind of straightforward stuff. I'm assuming this is actually a servant. At least he said that they were going to change the UI, so it's obviously in their plans, so let's start. Alright, good enough. Gotta go forward to go backwards because this game. Give David his K-scope. He said they want it to work more like CEs. Like, they straight up acknowledged, like, not only what they want for the system, but, like, how it's not working. Because, like, some people were like, oh, they don't want you to switch a lot. But they straight up said they want people to be able to switch them easily and be able to pick things for the specific circumstance that they're in. And they want it to be faster and better and stuff. So they know. And they also said, you know, they want to make the game systems better. Yeah, it's true. They also said they wanted to update all the old servants, you know. And that was a long time ago. Dude, I can't even keep up with Arcade anymore. Arcade is like constantly adding, you know, costumes and shit. It's like, damn, dude. Okay, we have trash mobs. Don't want to use the heal right now, but I need to kill these, so. So here, okay, before they let you respec for free, I will say on the one hand, it was nice because you kind of had like your version of coup or your version of this unit because you actually bothered to give them command codes. But I think there was just so many things wrong with the original system because so many command codes are niche that it was just a pain in the ass, right? And I know this because I talked to so many people that play this game. So many people just did not bother using command codes because they were afraid of doing them incorrectly, and that's not a good system. You don't want a system that people are afraid to use. That's kind of dumb. And there's too many command codes that are like, yeah, this is only good if this is present, right? And so you'd almost never use those, and that kind of sucks. But on the other hand, it does kind of suck that they're not as special now, right? But I still think they still reward thinking, right? Because yes, you can respec for free, but if you just slap when you've seen this, I've used someone's unit from chat, and like the command codes just do not sync up with the kind of brave change that you want to do and stuff, and it's like a whole problem, right? So command codes still easily reward people for not only thinking about what cards to put them on, but what command codes to use. Some command codes just don't sync up that well together, right? And some do, and I absolutely use people's units. I'm like, oh wow, they really thought these command codes out. You know, this plays really smooth and it's nice, right? And then sometimes it's a janky piece of shit, right? So, I think I still like the system. I think overall, I think it's better with respecing being free because it allows you to use those niche command codes. You're not afraid to test things out. You're like, oh god, what if I mess this up? And like you can do things like, oh hey, my favorite character is Coup, but if I want to check out Lancelot, like if I gave him Star Absorb and Star Bomb and stuff, could he do better in a solo and all that? Like you can actually test that now, and that's nice. But I do agree they're less special now. But overall, I think it's better for the game. I would kind of like them to do something else, though. Hey, Looking Glass, thank you for the 100 bits. But I wish they would add something else that was like a permanent type of customization that you just cannot do for all your characters, right? Something that there's decisions to be made, like, okay, I can change this character to be this way, or change this, like specs, or a skill tree, or whatever. Some kind of, now obviously that's not necessarily going to work for FGO, but some kind of permanent like alteration you can make to characters that's going to be unique to your character. Not everyone who has Coup is going to be able to, to do this because Coup's not their favorite, or they didn't decide to go that way, or whatever, right? That is kind of Grails. The thing about Grails they're just generic stat upgrades, right? Because command codes were pretty special because you could tailor characters to certain things, and so they would play differently than other people's version of the character, right? Like you could do a character where they've got lots of utility on their command cards, or you could go, Star Bomb, crit stuff, or just crit stuff. So things could be different. I mean, I've literally seen people with the same servants with different command code setups to, go different ways and stuff. And so it's nice to have that kind of customization where we don't really have that right now. So maybe they'll add something like that. Why did I not use that skill before? You have to be really careful though, there's so many ways to upgrade your favorite character, they can't really add much more but I think there's like some minor things they might be able to do that would allow you to, customize your favorite characters so they're not like everyone else's. Oh yeah, game is a little loud. Man, we ain't killing shit right now.
温情なく本気かかかるキノコ切り飛ばす
Need
のみ
Hans to live until this wave is over. God damn it! I hate using that on him, but what am I gonna do?
いいぞさて承知本気か
Dude, crit on NP would be such a mess. I think one way you could do it is like you could have some. They're very side grady, but like things you can just change about the character. But maybe you can only do it at 110, or you can't. You can pick one thing and not change it back, or you can only change it back after like you use a rare resource like a respec item or something. So you could have things like, you pick between two different NPs, right? Like Death Flight and Barbed Death for Coup, right? Now, they're not going to do that because that would require them to make another NP animation for every character, but you could have like, you could change their deck type, or you could change, less Star Gem for more NP gain, or whatever. You'd have to be, these are just off the cuff ideas, right? There's other things you could probably, if you sat down and thought about it, you could probably come up with some better stuff than that. My god, can we just kill this thing? I might taunt Phantom so we don't die here.
呵責な加減温情なく好機ですよ
But yeah, you could, NP's critting
やっ
would be
ておし
so
まいなさい
silly, so they don't need to do that.
せいギャ将軍ここで自爆です
You could do a roguelike game mode in FGO. So that could work, and some games have done stuff like that. You could totally do that though. You could have power-ups that you pick between and things like that. You can make some pretty gimmicky, because you could get really stupid with the enemy gimmicks if you're allowing players to, like, augment their characters or their team or their unit or whatever as they go. So you could get, and you could, oh man, you could do like a Setsubun thing, like you're working through like a dungeon, you know, with tiles and stuff. And, you know, when you use units, they go on cooldown, right? Like, maybe only go on cooldown, you know, for not that long. Maybe it's literally, like, for a stage or something. But so you have to change your characters up a little bit. And you could have things like if you take damage, if you don't heal it back, you stay damaged. And things like... There's a lot of things you could do like that to kind of, you know, get people to use different units as they go through and things like that. A lot of different ways to approach that, though.
Hi. 承知
Surely he's gonna... Yeah, okay.
私と歌おうもう一度
I mean, there was literally nothing about the Nautilus event that was like a roguelike. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like, oh, this is not Red Hare feels bad. Like, there's nothing about that
どこへ行く
that's like a roguelike. Like, that's not even remotely similar.
まどろの君へ私は歌う
They said they're gonna bring Grailfront back. They said that in an interview that they were gonna try to flush it out and bring it back, which I was really impressed that they said that, because that's what I said they should do. Because I was like, yeah, it's a good idea, but it's not exactly flushed out right now. And they said, yeah, they're gonna try to make it better and bring it back, so.
童話とはこういうものだ共にはい
I'm sad we don't really... I was really wishing this was Red Hare, because I wanted to try to see how we could do with Phantom here. But this was
歌え
nothing.
歌え我がペンクリスティーンクリスティーン
I mean, some of the interviews we've done recently have given me hope for FGO getting better, so I'm gonna give him a minute, because like I said, it takes time for things to work their way down the pipeline. So I cannot believe he didn't kill a single one of those. I'm sad though that this stage is not harder, because now I have a guaranteed crit turn, and I have another guaranteed crit turn next turn. Like, you know, a double.
共に勝敗
Unfortunately, they're dead.
歌え歌え我がペンクリスティーンクリスティーン
Yeah, sometimes they say things and it just never happens, so...
仕事を収めたな
Like, look at Mozart's animations. That's a good example. I don't know, man. Beastly, says some things. Do we just use Phantom again because that was such a disappointing stage, or do we vote again? Because I mean, this might not be Red Hare either. I don't know. I don't know when he is. It is? Yeah, I think we should use Phantom again. Like, no, I don't think anybody is satisfied with what we just did. We'll vote again on the next one, though. Because I think you fight him twice, don't you? Red Hare is, like, a serviceable budget unit, but he's not phenomenal. Like, if they ever buff him, he could turn it around really fast. His skills are great. His stat line is not, and his NP not being upgraded does not sync up with his kit very well, because a lot of his damage up kind of just goes into the void, because he's kind of just making up in comparison to the other units that have upgraded NPs, and they also have damage up skills and that kind of thing. So yeah, as Hare put it, mid-core. But if you like him, he's not gonna, like, suck, right? You can make him work, and if they ever do buff him, he can turn it around pretty easily. He's not limited. Also, I kind of get tired of people acting like just because a servant is limited, they're not budget, because it is so much easier to get like Antonio or something, or he's story locked too, but like, you know, even Mori. It is so easy to get Mori in comparison to, you know, getting like Hijikata or Kualter, right? It's not even close. It doesn't, like, budget means you don't have to spend money. You do not need to spend money to get Mori, right? Like, not at all. It's more about you had to be playing at the right time, which is a different problem. Yeah, Red Hare has not had as many good The thing is, I know this because I've done it on, like, every account ever. It's like, if there's a story lock that you really want, you can get them through the story summons, right? Yeah, if they're 3-star, it's still gonna take a little while, but like if you like, hey, I'm gonna save my SQ and always use summon tickets on story, you're gonna get them eventually. Or if you throw like 400, 500 SQ at story, you're gonna get most of like the 3 stars, you know. But most people don't want to do that, and that's fine, but then it's just a decision you have to make. Like, is it worth it to try to get like Asclepius or something, or is it not, right? And I think for a lot of people it is worth it, but you know, they might not do it anyway, but yeah, Red Hare hasn't had a lot of opportunities to get him. But if he's like your favorite character or something, you're like, oh my god, I really like Red Hare, then sure. It might take longer than you would like to get him through story summon, but because he is a 3-star, you're gonna get him eventually. And if you like him enough, then that's worth it. Now, if you are just kind of on him, like, yeah, I kind of like him, then no, I wouldn't recommend rolling story for him at all, because he's not actually that good, and it can still take quite a bit of SQ to get him, so. You could also get Red Hare in like White Day and things like that. I still can't get over the previous White Day though. That was such... I can't believe they rated up a female character so you couldn't get like Beowulf and Herc and all that kind of stuff easily. Like, well, why would you do that? Like, it just pisses me off, because if they had done the opposite on Valentine's Day, people would non-stop complain, right? I wonder if I can get away with charming right now and then charming again later. Probably. Doesn't have any buffs right now, but it's like, I kind of want my supports to not instantly die here. Take a lot of stars. And they could have at least made like the Cersei raid up every other day or in a separate banner. That would have been much better. Story locks are just so much easier to get than limited, because story locks, one, if you really like them, you can just roll story for them. Now, that really is only applicable to 3 stars, right? For 4 and 5 stars, you know, getting a story lock one out of story summon is so unlikely, so that's not great. But the reason I think story locks are way better is because you can still get them on class rate ups, and it's actually rather easy to get them on class rate ups. You can get them in GSSRs, you can get them in, you know, White Day, Valentine's Day, things like that. Like, there's just, the total amount of chances you'll have to get them is so much higher than limited. We're limited, unless they're someone that just gets rated up constantly, the odds aren't so good. I will say, like, Izo has been very easy to get, because he's been rated up like 4 times, right? So that's kind of crazy. I guess I do this because when else am I going to use it? Okay, I literally do not care when Chingong dies now. So I guess we just taunt him. You didn't crit with the 80%! Okay, champ! And so if he had crit with that, we would have done a lot more damage, obviously, because we had crit up, right? But we would have gotten like our NP even if Chin hadn't died. Like, thankfully Chin did die, so we got our NP anyway, but that could have been a lot better than it was. Okay, as long as Mozart doesn't die here, we can double crit.
脱行すなわち解放の時。いい時代だ。資料集めには事欠かん。損なうたびに思い出すがいい。メルヘン・マイネス・レーベンス。
It depends on what kind of GSSR it is. Not every GSSR follows the same rules for like what school it's from. Also, generally, if you're trying to do like White Day or you know, whatever kind of rate up like that, you have to have actually done the story to have them unlocked, right? 35 health, by the way. So like, if who's a good example? Antonio. Let's say Antonio is rated up. You don't have to have beaten Lostbelt 1 to get him because he's rated up. But if you're rolling on White Day, you won't get Antonio unless you've beaten it because he's not in there, right? So all right. Well, I like how I can make okay, this sucks. Mozart can make 50 stars, but Phantom only has one card and it has 100% anyway. Let's do this, see if he can live another turn. That's rather unfortunate. Man code though. Whew. That's better. That's much better. This might look weird, but I want to break before I would NP again. Yeah, it's not like his NP does enough damage to... Fuck. Well, I tried. Cause see, I'd love to use Hans's skill right now, but then I'm gonna whiff some of the battery. But he's pretty likely to die any moment now, so I guess I'll just do it. No Buster card. Surely they got this anyway. Surely they got this anyway, because you know they're counterclassing and David had like an 80% chance to crit. I'm so glad they broke there because otherwise Hans's third skill would go to waste. And that would be a real shame if that happened. Just you know, 200% on Phantoms, great. Also, nice skill seal. Oh my god. I'm whipping so many abilities right now because of that. That sucks. Oh, okay. And look, they're unremovable. How about that? Goodbye, Hans. I'm not surprised you're trying that. Okay, the good news is, even though I can't remove them, I can charm him and then he can't hit me, so... So the goal is to have Phantom do more work than Hercules. It's very important for that to be the case. I mean, it'd be hard for Herc to do more work than Phantom at this point, because Phantom did do the entirety of the first health bar and everything, so... 43k, man? And it's got charisma and stuff, too. That's so pathetic. Oh, Lord.
人馬一体
Oh no! I didn't cast. I didn't know he did that. Boy, ooh boy, would have been really good to have saved my charm for that. Well, shit. I don't know if Phantom's got this, boys.
陣中に呂布馬中に関と今や一つミテーションゴッドフォース
Oh shit, he skill seals. There's like no way my skill's gonna come back before I die now. Oh boy. Thank God I can heal.
はい承知はい
Just don't one-shot me, forehead.
聞かぬ聞かぬ私と歌を
I'm probably not gonna kill him next turn. At least he doesn't do bonus, like more crit damage. He just has like a 100% chance to crit, essentially.
共に歌い
Damage versus being able to heal myself more. Probably heal myself more because even if I do like Buster in P art, I don't think that would kill. Unless we double crit, then maybe, but even then, probably not.
共に歌いはい
So we'll do that. We have to heal for 2,000.
歌え歌え我がペンクリスティーンクリスティーン
You know, I bet you the Phantom guy has had comments like that. Like, literally the Phantom guy has gotten comments like that. Like, I'm so sure he has. Oh, man. We're so close, but it's not gonna happen. Triple crit forehead? I don't think he would kill even if he triple crit. He's that, He double crit! Oh! Damn it, man. Okay, let's try it again. Are they trying to get me to use the free reses? Is that what that is? Because I'm not going to use those. Which button is it? Why did they have to add all these things? Nope, that's like command spell res. How do I just give up? How do I just give up? Bottom? Oh my god, look at this. If you try to quit, it's telling you, are you sure you're gonna quit? You could just res for free. God, I hate that they added that. I hate that so much. Like, what is friction for 500? Okay. The funny thing is, if you went full on dedicated for like a solo setup, Phantom might be able to solo it just because there's so many benefits to being in the solo when you're counterclassing. It'd be very hard though. Just like the other fight with Red Hare we did, it would be so hard. You have to bring the right CE, the right MC, the right command codes, because you know my CE and all that stuff is not optimized right now. Oh god. The Yang CE would be really good, by the way. I wish I didn't have to bring Herc because I don't want Herc to do work, but I need the bond, right? He's so close to being bond 10. We gotta get that done. See, you know what would make this easy? Doing that. This would all of a sudden be really easy, right? Literally just do that, but no one's gonna be happy if I have 100 Face steal his thunder, so. And what would be much better is you literally just take Phantom off the team and you put 100 Face there. Then it's really easy. But I'm gonna try the same setup. Try to just play better and not let Herc get annihilated like that. So 50 Face.
これはいたぶりがいのある湿気攻略しがいのある敵陣ですなまどろむ君へ私は歌う
メリーバッドエンドだな
I hope his next buff for Phantom would be buffing his first skill to do some, get rid of the defense, don't have it defense down anymore, and then give it some kind of other, you know, benefit, like maybe an art up for 3 turns or something. I think that'd be really good. I think if they did that, I think he'd be much better. Like that'd be a huge help to him. I would make it targetable. That doesn't fit him. That doesn't fit his personality. It doesn't fit his lore abilities. He's not a support, like gameplay wise, so I absolutely would not do that. That's so out of character. I think it'd be much better to, you know, remove the defense down and then give it some kind of other benefit. Because, you know, the stars on it are still nice. So if he gets like art up or something like that and then makes the stars, or quick up or star gen up, whatever the fuck they want to do. Attack up is probably the best because he has 3 quick cards and an art NP, so attack up would definitely be the best.
Merry bad end だな。もう締め切りか。仕方ない。いい時代だ。
Like, if they added attack up to it, it's not like he's gonna suddenly be an amazing star, right? It'd be pretty usable. And if you did want an AoE assassin, you'd get a decent effect for budget stuff. Okay, that's not what I wanted to have happen. That was a Buster crit, I'm pretty sure. Buster crits on enemies are like so much noticeably stronger than like a quick crit or something. I'm trying to... and Buster card on Phantom, please. Phantom can take it, it's fine. He's got damage cut and defense up. Boy, if this was a video, I would have done that edit that I did the other day again, where you do like the Smash Brothers KO thing. I would have done that for Hans there. That was a fully charged C-stick if I've ever seen one, or smash attack, or whatever the fuck they call them. No Buster card again. Don't like this. We're totally gonna break here, guys. Watch this awesome damage. By the way, we're not going to break. 34,000 damage. Yep. Okay. That's great. I thought, you know, using the attack up there probably would have been worth it. Getting the break there. Fuck! I wanted at least what? Fuck! It'd be better to soak the NP, right? You don't want Herc already like out. That's not good. I'm that scared of the piercing vulnerability. I would love to do art quick, but I don't think they would break, so... no, you probably would have broke. Even close. It's a pretty cool MP though. Honestly, I think they put quite a bit of effort into Red Hare's like animations and stuff for a 3-star. I think they did a good job.
Oh, 巨人かな。じゃあやろうか。 忠告も警告もしたんだけどね。改める機会だよ。ハメシュアバニム。
聞かぬ聞かぬぜ
Ugh.
ぜ
よいしょっ
That'll save me.
と。いけるかな。
This is not worth it, but we're trying to make Phantom the MVP here. I guess I saved my charm. Can't heal for 3 turns, that's kind of nasty.
共に歌いましょう。はい。
For the stars, totally worth.
歌え歌え我がペンクリスティ
Giving the attack as the hearth would be way better, but you know. 52,000.
人馬一体
So I think he always does that there. Probably like at a half health or something.
聞かぬ
愛しい君へ私はまどろむ君へ私は愛しい君へ私は歌う
It's so much smarter to use Herc's art card. Like, do art, quick art. Like, okay, if we win, I feel like Phantom has been the MVP at this point. He's done most of the damage, we're this far in, so I think it's okay if we use Herc, because it's like, he did enough, like, good god.
はい
聞かぬ
Also, we might lose. Especially because we're whiffing Herc's, guts, for sure. You saw nothing, chat. That did more damage he just did so much more damage than like any of Phantom's MCs. Like, so much more.
人中に呂布馬中に石と今や一つミテーションゴッドホースぜ
It's a shame that our guts wore off there, because if it had one more turn, then the skill seal would wear off and we could do evade. He can do it, guys. He can do it. He can do it. Ooh, he can't fucking do it. Oh, I'm mad. Oh, I'm mad. You know what's stupid? Is, Herc just got the kill. That was Herc's burn. Like, Herc just killed him right there. Like, from the grave, Herc won anyway. Fucking Phantom, dude. Like, I can get the kill, right? No. No, you can't. We fight him again? Okay, I think... Okay, no, we don't. This must be the Tiger Tank. We can vote again now. That's enough. That's enough, Phantom. Good lord. Hoomst. This is quite the variety here. Got a pretty close one right now. Yeah, thanks, Hare, for posting in chat. That way people, you know, that are watching the VOD can see who's being voted on. Please no Benny. I think Benny's gonna... Why is Benny gonna fucking win? God. Do we even have one? Actually, I'm pretty sure... Didn't I roll her, like, on GSSR or something? I'm pretty sure I did. I know I never leveled her, and I probably burned her, but I have no idea. But, Faust has one. Oh, yay! I'm so happy that Faust has one. Fantastic. Yeah, Ruler Oratoria is getting crushed now. She was keeping up. She was keeping up for a while there, but did not make it. Yeah, true, she's clothed, right? So it's not like that level of depravity, but it's like, it doesn't change the fact that her voice is really annoying, and I don't like kids to begin with, and I can't even believe she exists. I knew that story, by the way, before FGO. I don't even know why, but I had just coincidentally known of that story before I played FGO. I normally don't, you know, I don't normally keep up with weebs shit, right? But I had just happened to have been aware of that story. And it is so stupid that you make the burb playable out of everything in that story. The burbs don't even have names. Like, that's not the point of the story. Like, the point of the story is, like, the greed and blah, 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 blah. It's mainly about, like, the wife and the guy that got the gift and everything. Like, that's, like, this... Like, it's so insane to make the bird the playable thing. Like, but of course they did. Because it's not like there's a specific bird in the story that's important. It's just a collective of birds that's important. And no single one of them is named or any more important than any of the other birds, right? And yeah, and yet she gets to be a 5-star. It's like, okay. Let's see, so she is quick, no, she's art, right? And she's got like those drawbacks on her skills that aren't actually drawbacks. Because healing the enemy for 1,000 is kind of nothing. Gonna want crit, so Mozart fits in rather nicely. Yet again, another setup where I wish this account had Hohenheim. This is another example of that. Do we want George? Maybe. I don't want George to necessarily live forever, though. Starbomb could be good because she's got crit stuff, but I'd almost want to do that. K-Scope's more reliable, ultimately. Izanpi's not going to do much at neutral, but still. Alright, it's burp time. Qingong, man. So glad they made him playable. Let's see, how long does NA have for that? Like maybe 7 months? 7 or 8 months? Something like that?
戦いは苦手だが、これもまた世界の断りですか。
He's just like one of my favorite additions to the game because 8 months, that's pretty long. But he's one of my favorite additions to the game because first off, there's really no other character personality-wise like him, right? So he added something the game was definitely lacking in that department. And then, you know, he's got a pretty serious character design and all that, and that's nice. And his voice actor kills it, so and then subjectively I just like him, so that's all good. But then gameplay-wise, he added so many things to the game. He lets you do, you know, buff cycling like nobody else. He also can just be a straight support. He can be a DPS if you want. Like, it just added so much to the game, and he's in FP, so everyone gets him. He was just this awesome, like, thing that just affects the game in so many ways, and everybody gets access to him. It's awesome. Like, he opens up so many team opportunities, and the voice actor just does such a goddamn good job, man. Like, it's great. Alright, let's make Benny kill things.
いいでしょう。
気は乗らないのでごめん。お仕事で。
Why is her like outer foot angled like that? Wouldn't that like hurt? Why would you stand this way? And I know there's lots of like postures in this game that make no sense in terms of practical sense, but I don't really even mean it in terms of a practical burb legs, yeah, I guess, but I mean she seems to have pretty much humanoid legs. See, George is just standing there like a normal person, you know, although he, you know, if you're in combat you probably don't want to be in that pose, but you know, what are you gonna do? Dramatic, you know. You know, he's posing for a photograph, right? This hand sucks. This hand sucks.
はいお任せを
フォルテッシモ
せい
Thought about attacking the other one and try to min-max my damage, but we're at neutral, so... And then you've got to kill and... God damn it. I was all like, you know, we're probably gonna be pushing on damage anyway, but no, we overkilled there, so I should have probably attacked the other one. Whatever. Oh, just get another Brave Chain with crits. It's fine. Red Hare doesn't attack with miniature horses. This is true. Okay, this is not a real fight. I thought this might be the tiger tank, but this is not that. I am disappointed. It means we really didn't need George. I don't know, maybe I should have just not used the crit up until next turn because I don't want to use Mozart's third skill here. Whatever. Kind of sad. I was hoping for a real boss fight so I could kind of try to min-max. Like, it's fun to figure out how to use your skills when it's not like a short-term thing. When it's a short-term thing, it's like, yeah, use all your skills at once, right? That's no fun. You know, if that had crit, we would have killed there. Bonk him. Well, not bad for being a neutral. She's certainly not like a big, bad crit servant, but she has totally serviceable crits on top of having some survivability, some utility, and some damage. She's got like a whole lot going on in her kit, right? She's got the NP charge, the attack up, buff removal resistance, very niche, but very nice to have in certain situations. And she has crit down. Nice to have crit down on his skill, because maybe you have another servant with crit down on their NP, and you can kind of just keep the crit down going. Defense down, helps her teammates, you know, she has crit damage up, evade. And then her passives are sick. Her passives are like crazy good. So like her total toolkit is kind of all over the place, but it's a lot of useful stuff in one place. You're just probably not gonna need every single one of her niches at the same time, right? That's the thing. And then also her NP's got the huge counter thing in it, so. Yeah, honestly, because she's at neutral NP1 and she's not getting her niche, that NP damage was totally acceptable. Because if she's fighting chaotic, she does more damage. If she's fighting evil, she does more damage. If she's fighting chaotic evil, then she does way more damage. And so yeah, I mean, her damage output is fine. She's not like the best DPS Saber in terms of raw oomph, but you don't bring her for that. You bring her for a decent amount of oomph within a bunch of utility. That's what she's for. Like, she's a pretty good 5-star, honestly. She's not like the, you know, not the best in the game, but doesn't really need to be. Not every 5-star can be the best 5-star in the game, right?
心を溶かすいいだろう
I think the time that she's the worst is if you're fighting an enemy that doesn't have any kind of buff removal gimmick, so the buff removal resistance doesn't matter. They're not evil or chaotic, right? And they don't have skill seal, because she's immune to skill seal, by the way. That's a passive. She's just immune to skill seal all the time. So if none of those things are present, you're losing a good bit of value out of her, right? But she's still fine. She still has an okay crit up in last 3 turns. She has a basic evades, you know, some survivability. She got the defense down, crit down. That's always good for challenge quests and stuff. You know, then she's got good passives. Her MP does okay damage. So it's like, if none of her niches are up, and you're definitely going to have times where none of her niches is up, she's an okay Saber. Nothing exceptional. Like, seriously, if none of her niches are up, she is not exceptional. But she's not shit either. So if she's like your favorite Saber, and you're wanting to like build teams around her and make her work often, it'll be fine. Like, no big deal. But yes, surely when her niches don't come up, she is absolutely not the best 5-star by any means. Like, Bedivere a lot of times is better in like a general situation if you just need, you know, hit it hard button. Although Bedivere is abnormally good for a 3-star, let's be real. Like, for more just like basic gameplay, for single target Saber, you're gonna be happier with just, you know, Okita, Masashi, you know, Ziggurat, those more standard things. Even Sitting Master, Lancelot. But she keeps up, and then when her niches are relevant, she gets just unbelievable value when her niches come up. Oh, voting, excuse me, I wasn't paying attention. Oh boy. Well, I like who's winning, but unfortunately, unless he's grailed out to wazoo, he's not that good, and he's not counterclassing either. These are going to be bronze enemies, right? Like, if these are bronze enemies, it's okay, but this is... We're probably finally fighting the Tiger Tank now, and that's not a bronze enemy. Anybody in chat got a grailed Bartholomew? Because mine's just level 60, right? And that's going to be rough. Any grailed Black Barts in chat? Can you bail me out here? Not looking like it. Okay. Well, let me. I'll probably give him command codes. He's going to need all the help he can get. I've got level 60 no foe 666. You know, mine is at least foed. I truly do not know what his skill ranks are. Let me check here. Honestly, I like his design. Oh, I think Arjuna does. I'm not sure Arjuna is here this second. I know she was here earlier. But yeah, Arjuna, if you happen to be around, if you could bail us out, that would be great. But yeah, I like Bartholomew's design a lot and his voice actor. And dude, even my brother, who's like, you know, he's really big into history, even he like was impressed with like the way they handled him and stuff. Like they did a really good job. Okay, mine has attack foes, but not health foes. Whoops, I did not realize this. Let's see if I happen to have health foes on me right now. At level 150. What am I? I'm like I'm 149, but I don't know how close I am because obviously 149 is just such a long level. But like they actually remembered his cross and stuff. Like they actually did that right. Oh good, I have health foes on me. Okay, I can't max health foe him, but I can get him kind of close. You get 1 SQ for 150. That's pretty disappointing. Alright, let me give him command codes so he's not completely fucked. I mean, he's pretty fucked. We're using a 1-star at class neutral, and the 1-star is not even that great to begin with. I wish he was, but sadly he's not. He's probably gonna have to be a secondary DPS. I don't think we're gonna. I don't think I can make him the MVP. Okay, I'm not gonna give him command codes because I haven't actually unlocked his command codes, and this just is not worth it to do that. As much as I like the man here. Oh boy, mine is 111. I'm gonna up his skills a little bit real quick because it doesn't take much to do it. So. Dude, it really sucks that you get +1 team cost. I wish you didn't get that. That's kind of like team cost is already a little too high in my opinion. Oh, don't worry about it, Hare. Mine will be good enough. Cause I'm gonna try to use him as like a support here, kinda. Besides, I don't mind leveling his skills because I really like Black Bart, and if like someday they make him better, I'm like so down to have one like good to go. And actually, I have a fuckload of Gold Rider gems and all these other mats, so I might just boost his skills here. The only reason I might not is because it takes so long. It's kind of boring. I don't know, chat, if you got any questions, I guess now's a good time while I'm bashing the skill up button. He uses like cauldrons and chains and stuff, and I have so many of those. What if they push the team cost any higher? If you don't take support? Yeah, if you don't bring a support, that's fine. Then I wouldn't really care. I'd actually be happy if you had the option to not bring a support. Why not, Rex? Do you eat pizza with a fork and knife? No, I have never done that. And if you have a pizza that's more like a deep dish, that's not even a pizza anymore. Like the super deep dish stuff, that's more like lasagna, right? So I don't even count that as pizza anymore. What is your favorite color? I think everybody knows the answer to that. And in case you're very new here and you don't know, it's obviously green. You know, I don't actually hate hot pink. You know, hot pink gets a lot of hate. What I hate is how it's normally used. I feel like pink just gets used really poorly really often, but I don't really have any problem with the color pink. That's like such a thing where people act like pink is lame, but it's like, it's literally just a bright color. That's fine. I don't think there's anything inherently bad about pink. I just think oftentimes you see it get used with like watermelon colors or with like white, and it can sometimes work with white, but I don't really think bright colors don't work with white a lot of the time, in my opinion. It can sometimes, but generally no. But like, you know, like if the primary color is black and then like highlights are purple or pink, that's fine. That can look good. Purple can be good too. Purple can be really good. Purple is pretty flexible in my opinion. What's your least favorite color? I don't really have a least favorite color. What I have is color combinations that I don't like, right? Like, I can't really think of a color that I dislike. I can think of colors that are very difficult to, like, use, right? And they don't combo with a lot, but I can't really think of any colors that I dislike. I really enjoy color, honestly, actually. It's really fun to see, like, you know, ways to combo colors and stuff, and I especially like tans and browns. When people find good ways to use tans and browns, I'm very happy. Pineapple is really good on pizza, it's just it has to be with the right toppings. You can't do like a pepperoni pizza with pineapple, that shit's terrible. But if you do like chicken and pineapple, it's fine. Or if you do like ham and pineapple, it's fine. Or pineapple and like tomato, stuff like that can work really well. Okay, I made Black Bart 999 because I really like him, and someday I'm going to use him a lot. And his mats are just easy. Like his mats were so easy to not even flinch with that. Not going to make him 10-10-10 because I don't really want to use the lures right now, but you know, maybe someday. Guys, I'm giving my Sanson Black Grail right now just to make my support list not have an empty slot. Okay, game, I literally just... not only did I just slot him, but I just updated the list too. Game, please. So switch the servant and then switch it back. I don't know how to fix it. There we go. Okay, so... if we're gonna use him as like a pseudo support, we want to work with a quick DPS, someone that can crit. I don't think I have any assassins that are quick though. I didn't level anything really like that. Like, For Assassin, I want to say the only thing I've actually leveled is probably 100 Face. That sucks. I wish I had something to work with him better. I mean, she can still take... 100 Face can certainly take advantage of the stars and critting and all that, and the attack up and the MP up, like that's all fine, but... Oh, excuse me, his quick up is only for himself. That's wrong. Yeah, so he actually yeah, Fuma would have been... Oh man, he actually has great synergy with Fuma, actually. Lots of utility there, because they both have got like utility stuff, so... But yeah, 100 Face will be alright, because she'll get the NP up and the attack up. It's not the best ever, but like, it's good enough. Do that. Might do Chin Gongs for the taunt so I can like have him buff a little bit, then die, then bring in like Mozart or something. I'm giving it the Star Bomb to Chin Gong because we could do the Star Absorb down and actually make crits happen. Like, it's just better odds of getting crits than normal. It could still go south, but... Probably should have brought Atlas. If this is the Tiger tank, I think it does a lot of burn. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if soon, but like over the next few years, if randomly 100 Face gets a buff in there, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't think she needs it at all though, but I think the community at large has this idea that 100 Face isn't that good of a budget assassin, which is actually easily the best one. Do you think Chin was an accident? What do you mean? Like just him being so good and like variety and usefulness and everything? I don't think so. I think they wanted... they put a lot of effort into the new bronzes, and I think they were really thinking about their roles. Now, I think it might be an accident that he was that good, but I think they wanted him to be a good low-star support, because I think they're aware that, you know, the low-star supports were pretty behind the high-star ones, because, like, look, they buffed Hans, right? They buffed Hans, and they added Chin Gong. I think they were really trying to make sure the budget supports were a little bit better. Like, I think it was an accident that he's so good, but I think they definitely wanted him to be a good budget support, because it's not like everything in his kit is wacky. A lot of it in his kit is actually very normal and just straight value, right? There's a lot of just straight value in his kit. So yeah, I think they wanted it to be that way. Though I do think they underestimated just how good the buff cycling could be for like whales, like definitely. Now, he doesn't make Shakespeare irrelevant, but he's definitely better than Shakespeare overall. There are times Shakespeare's still better. There's a good number of reasons why Shakespeare can still be better, though. One, sometimes you have 2 DPS and not 1 DPS, and you want to give them both Buster up. That doesn't happen a lot, but that does happen some. Also, sometimes it is just so important to have that 20% battery instead of 10% battery. Like, that can be huge sometimes. Some setups are just, they're very particular about what turn they're getting what, and that can be big. So there are certain units that really synergize with Shakespeare's star gen up, like Darius. Darius will make like 50 stars with Shakespeare's star gen up. So you can like give Darius the battery and get his NP, then NP and make 50 stars. That's crazy. And then yeah, Poster Girl. Shakespeare to this day has some of the best synergy with Poster Girl, especially for budget units, because he's just perfect. Like, this is an accident, by the way, but he is so perfect with Poster Girl because you have so much control. It's like if you want him to die immediately, you can do that pretty quick because his health is kind of low. But if you're like, oh no, I want to get a little bit of time out of my taunt wall, I want to protect my units a little bit longer, then you use his invulnerability skill, and he's going to at least get 2 turns of survivability, right? Maybe 3 turns. That's huge. But then if you're like, no, I want him to die right away, then you just don't use the invulnerability. You're not forced to cast it, right? So the combination of having low health, but then having a vulnerability skill when he has a multi-turn taunt, that is, I mean, that's just, it's amazing. And then while he's doing that, if you decide to have him live a long time, or you have him decide to have him die immediately, he can just show up, give someone battery, give them buster up, and be gone, right? And if you need to wait to use the buster up, like, oh, they're not going to NP right away, then you do the invulnerability play, then you wait, and then you do the buster up. Like, his synergy with Poster Girl is ludicrous. It's crazy. Now, obviously, most people don't have Poster Girl, and fair enough, right? Like, this account doesn't have Poster Girl, and, you know, as such, I'm using Chin Gong, like, constantly. And now, I'm saying all the good things about Shakespeare. There's plenty of drawbacks, right? And a lot of, like, standard teams that aren't doing fancier stuff you know, his straight value is a little eh. You know, 20% battery and a buster up, that's kind of it, right? Where Qin Gong is got, you know, huge buster up, but only for one unit, but still it's huge. And if they happen to be a berserker, then you get even more out of it, right? Like that's just, I mean, because as a generic buster up, Qin Gong's good. As a generic buster up on a berserker, then he's godly, right? And then you also get the utility with crit down, taunt. You can do the cycling stuff. Budget teams are not always going to be able to take advantage of the cycling stuff, but it's an option, right? So Qin Gong is easily better than Shakespeare, but Shakespeare still has uses, and if you have Poster Girl, then Shakespeare's can be used, I mean, like all the goddamn time. Okay, 2 waves. Probably not the Tiger Tank still because the background. I think I will do the Star Absorb down. I mean, he only absorbed 1 star. Like yeah, I'd make it reshuffle and maybe things, you know, go in a way that's even better. But nah, we'll just go with this. I would love Qin Gong to live until 100 phase can NP. It is so awesome having taunt. This is why I like Kurutsugu with 100 phase. When it's time for 100 phase to NP, you can do your second skill because you're NPing, you want the art up. But then now you also have evade, and then you can taunt her, and so that evade won't go to waste, and she'll get all the NP from being attacked, right? It's so good. I just need Qin Gong not to die. Dude, his animations are so good! Because they're very fitting and they look good, but they're not really over the top, right? And that's perfect for him, right? Because he's not like, he's a more, you know, reasonable servant design, if you will, right? So it's like, god damn. I kind of want to taunt 100 phase so Qin Gong can't die, but it's... This turn sucks. I really want to save it, but I can't do too much here. Damn, this sucks. A lot of value going out the window. Yeah, I like his voice. I mean, like, again, he's like actually based on Black Bart pretty well, but still anime, right? They made him anime, but they're really respecting like his source material, and that's really good. And there's a lot of like detail actually in his design and characterization that I think a lot of people don't even realize, like how clever some of it is. I really, really hope they buff him. I want him to be one of those bronze servants that if you decide to grail him, god damn it. But if you decide to grail him, he just scales super well. And he's close to being one of those. He's really close to being one of those bronze that like, oh man, I really like Black Bart. And then if you grail him, you'll be like, oh man, this is like a really good unit now, right? He's close. Like, he needs a little bit of a push. I think a good way to do it would be upgrade his NP and then give it something else on it, some kind of bonus on it. That's a bit more like universal, like you make stars for the team or something. Doesn't have to be huge, doesn't have to be a huge thing, but like a little bit of extra, you know, guaranteed value on his NP would be great. I mean, come on, man, look at that extra attack, like that's awesome. Well, hey, we're gonna get our bonus damage. We're not counterclassing, but at least we get that. You know what? We'll give the attack up to Black Bart. Let's see what he can do here. I'm actually super glad that I leveled his skills now because I really do like Black Bart, so... I tell you, once I get a few more servants that I really like up, like Tesla, I really want to grail Tesla. But after I get a few things like that done, that's pretty good damage, all things considered, actually. I mean, for being neutral, shit. But, I really want to start grailing a lot of low stars, but not grailing them that much, just giving them a little bit of a boost, right? Stuff like Black Bart, you know, get him to like 70 or something. This is where I wish, though, I kind of, well, on the one hand, I don't wish this because I really like having multiple accounts, which is why I have them. But if I only had one account, I could farm on it a lot more, and it'd be easy for me to have 2 copies of like every budget servant. That way, if I want to do like a, okay, no grails, you know, do everything, you know, super budget, I can. Because it sucks when you grail something that you don't have access to that anymore, right? And then people are always going to give you shit about it, so it's like... And it's fun sometimes to not use the grail stuff, like it really is. So it's like, it'd be nice to be able to, every time you grail a low star, to also have like another copy of it. Man, I want Dyrmid to win this one. It's close. Biasm, I'm totally voting for Dyrmid right now. Also, can he get a buff, please? It's close. It's gonna be a close one. God, this is a lot of writers, man. The vocal people in chat seem to be overwhelmingly on Dyrmid's side, but chat in general seems to be pretty split. The lurkers seem to be liking Miss Crazy Eyes. I think some people just want to see her gameplay, which, I mean, fair enough. She is a fairly unique unit. I think she's still gonna win. It's close. It's real close. Yeah, I'm super in the Dyrmid camp, but you know, I'll go with whatever wins here. Dyrmid never gets to show his stuff though. Although we're probably not fighting a female, so he's not gonna get his bonus. Isn't it weird that Dyrmid's second skill doesn't charm, by the way? Like, if you read what that skill does, lore-wise... Wow, look how... That was close. That was really close, but... Alright. So... I have my own, but she's only like 666 or something because I don't want to spare the Lancer gem. So if someone in chat's got a better one than that... Like, mine's just like 80... 666. Zaw's got one. 999. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll level her up at some point. Like, I don't have any problem with her. I think she's pretty cool, but she's not my favorite by any means. And then I just have so many Lancers that I have to be really careful with my Lancer gems. Wait, Zaw, do I have you on this account? I might not. Oh, no, I do. Okay. Yeah, Summer Tam didn't really get anywhere on that one. Lancer Artorio, I think, won one earlier though. Alright, we're Art. Again, this is really a unit that wants Hohenheim. This is like, I've been saying that a lot, but this is 1,000,000% a Hohenheim unit because she's all about the NP refund on the NP attack itself, right? You don't necessarily need an art card follow-up and that kind of thing, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, the hood's pretty cool. Alright. She also could be like a secondary, and we could bring another DPS, but she's good enough that we can probably make her the primary. We're gonna have to work pretty hard, but I think we can do it. How do we want to do this? Thinking George and Hans. There is some pretty fun stuff you can do with her if you got like Hohenheim and things like that. More star bombs too. Yeah, Hohenheim is kind of a bitch to skill up, unfortunately, but he is worth it. He's one of the better budget units.
物好きどもめ、地獄へ落ちろ。どこへ行く？
Oh, still in slow-mo. Almost not worth it to taunt here because their health is low enough, but we'll do it. We got his taunt at 10, so it'll come back.
いいでしょ。
我が義を見よ。
てや。
ここはこれ。はっ。
では、行くぞ。
押してまいる。
まさて
Yeah, her whole thing though is like she's super bad at like understanding like the appropriate time for like emotions and shit. She's like really off with that kind of stuff. And it is kind of funny. Like she's not like insane where she's gonna like, you know, murder you in your sleep with a butcher knife, but she almost comes across that way because she's just so bad at like regulating emotions.
まさてさよなきどか
We're not really using her skills, but that's because we're just fighting trash. Her skills are really good. I probably could have used like her third skill right away, and it'd be back by the time I need it. I don't really know what wave 2 is gonna have, so yeah, she's a welfare. And not only that, but she is a welfare in an event that's fucking awesome. Right, it's such a, I was like, that's an event that's like a joy to play. It's not a grind at all, and there's lots of like, you know, side stuff to do, and you can progress very easily, and there's like really fun boss fights and stuff. That's such a good event. I think I'm gonna NP one of the. Yeah, I'm gonna NP.
これでどうかな
I actually should have brought Atlas. I definitely should have brought Atlas here. Only 5-turn cooldown on this though, so I'll use that. I'm not gonna use my NP gain out just because the evade would be going to such waste.
いいだろう少しばかり誇張して書いてやる目も当てられんダサくぶりだないい時代だ資料集めには事欠かん損なうたびに思い出すがいい
Yeah, she's got a good kit because she's just a typical good nuker. Loops easy, has a survival skill like, you know, Ushi and everyone. So she just nuke hard, survive, then oh, as a bonus, hey look, you get some team stuff too. Oh yeah, and she removes offensive buffs and does crit down. And those are niche, but those can, good lord, that can be handy. There are plenty of bosses where their whole thing is like, I have 1,000,000 crit ups. And if they crit you, you're dead, right? And then she'll remove their crit buff. And she'll put crit down on them, right? And hell, she can remove that. Those guys have armor ignore, she can remove it, right? As Beastly will tell you with Choco Jana, there is a lot of fights where having offensive buff removal is really good. And yeah, crit down is just such an awesome thing for like harder content. Yeah, she's pretty well-rounded. Very, very good nuker. Has no problem looping. And then, again, as a bonus, you get all these utility stuff and some team stuff.
つまらん
George might be living a little too long. I'm wanting him to die by the time we get to the boss wave.
まったく
I'm gonna make sure not to kill this guy. I'll let George get hit one more time.
そらさよなきどり
Okay, Hans might get fucked up here. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, this hand, though. Should kill. Oh, yeah. And then she crits. Even if she hadn't killed, George would have done that. Okay, this stage was very underwhelming. I wish we had harder stuff. Okay, we're not gonna have our art up, and that's kind of disappointing, but...
どこへ行くドリアーデゲルダの涙よ 心を溶かす。
Man, if George was dead, we could have Mozart come in and have him do his art
我
up.
がし押してまいる
Let's see how she does though without her art up on the looping.
東八毘沙門天よ我が身に宿り真意を振るえ美天発想車係の陣
Wow, that's pretty good.
あと省略にゃ
Arash is the best archer. It took me a minute, Rex, but thank you for the sub, dude. I appreciate it. Also, you're not really wrong. I mean, there's a lot of cool archers out there, but I think we can all agree Arash is deserving of the best title. Man, we were so close to looping. God damn. Man, and then and George didn't die. We're missing out, man.
いい時代だ。資料集めには事欠かん。損なうたびに思い出すがいい。メルヘン・マイネス・レーベンス。
Wait, why did I just do that? Because now George is probably just gonna live. Thankfully, Hans did not land the defense buff. Seriously, if Hans had landed the defense buff, we would have died there. Because we would have had defense buff from skill, defense buff from Hans, defense buff from CE. They would have done like nothing. We have 60 fucking stars, by the way. Dude, I need... See, now we're ready to go. Like, give me a boss. Like, after all that build-up, like, give me a boss. Look at... We are so ready to explode. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. We have got a million buffs. We've got double art up. We still have NP gain up, right? And then we got guaranteed crits because we made 60 stars. And then literally next turn, I can make 50 stars again. Like, we are so ready to just loop, crit everywhere, and but nope, enemies are all gonna die. I guess for the lulz, I just make another 50 stars because fuck it.
おべ我が押してまいる
Why couldn't this stage have been harder?
長を影取ら
Show off the value, man.
行くぞ美天発想車
Okay, I actually really like DNT with the hood. That's kind of awesome.
ここはこれ吹き飛べ
Yep, just casually get all that NP back.
こたびはこの辺にしておきましょう人の落ち
She's really good, by the way. Also, that's 999, not 10-10-10. Like, for 10-10-10, our value rates would be a bit higher, and cooldowns would be shorter, too. Oh, the fucking... Okay, I'm actually proud of chat right now, but also I can't help but notice that Hare added something to this poll, which is not, it's not wrong though, it's true. Oh, thank God we're not fighting writers. I'm a liar. Well, we'll definitely use Ares Anastasia because she has the best one that ever vested. I'm sad that Mordred is losing. I actually didn't notice Mordred was on there until just now. Feels bad. I think this is Landling. I don't think we're going to be able to use... If this is Landling, we're not going to be able to use Anastasia as the main DPS. She's going to have to be support. Yeah, Ari, we're gonna need the... Because proper boss fight at neutral and AoE, and this is single target, so yeah, she's gonna need all the help she can get. I'm gonna summon this right now just so I can kind of work on the team, and I'll just pretend Jin K is Anastasia. Let's see. Let me look at Anastasia's kit again. I know what it is for the most part, but I need to get the details here. Man, if only she gave that art up to the team, or if it was targetable. Work with Robin so easy. If he does give the party, they'll be at attack buffs, so that's nice. Okay. Definitely, I think Robin is the way to go. I'm just... do we Arage? Can I afford to Arage? Because these riders at the start are going to be a problem. So I don't really want to bring an assassin because for landing that's not really worth. Although you could do Underface with Anastasia decently well, but it's not really worth it. Although the thing, what's better would be 100 Face. See, like that's the ideal is you do something like this because this has really good synergy because she does the art resist down, and then overcharges. So then Robin gets art resist down and overcharge. It's really good. Maybe we don't put Mozart there. See, now I want George instead of Anastasia, right? Like George right here would be really nice with this kind of setup. Because now no one's gonna die to bring in Mozart. I mean, I could just start with George. Really slow, and you're basically losing us. At that point, I'd rather just use a Rosh. But I want to be able to build up. Maybe let Hans get fucked up from the trash mobs and just get what value out of him you can. That's not too bad. We parted C. I don't want Mozart to die immediately. Surely I have parted C. Oh yeah, I do. I almost started the stage. That is not Anastasia. Might be wearing white, but that's about it. I guess Ares not quite ready yet. Fair enough. Takes forever to do command codes. I don't know, like the healing stuff would be alright, so if she gets like decked in the schnoz by a rider, she can recover a bit, you know. Let me get water real quick here. Using Ares units to kill. Ooh, wait, Ares, I'm serious. I'm really curious. Let's say there was like a new Fate story, right? So this is a brand new anime. It's not based on anything, and it was well done and everything, right? So it's not a piece of shit. And at some point in this story, right, and like they're both super motivated. So, but like if it was Anastasia versus Landling, who would you be rooting for, right? And like you like both of their masters. They both have like motivation you can really get behind and everything. Why would you do this to me? I know, right? Like if Ku was fighting Billy, I'd be like, oh damn. But I'm curious who you'd be rooting for, because that's tough. Like, I guess sad face. Yeah, it's really tough, man. It'd be a cool fight though. Like the ways their abilities work, that'd be kind of interesting. Well, we still don't know what her castle actually does, by the way. But all right, give me 1 second. Let me get water. I don't, man, Billy versus Ku would be rough, because although Ku's like my favorite character, Billy's kind of the underdog, right? So, that's a tough one. Also, gunslingers are really cool. And they don't get used at all, and when they do, they're fucking cheerleaders for some fucking reason. Explain to me why Nemo gets to have a normal revolver and Landon James doesn't. I got water and I got a banana. Because fuck you, indeed. Incoherent rambling. Alright, boys, let's see what we got here. These enemies are a lot weaker than I was thinking. And before, Ares disappointed in me using the stun that way, but I'm like, I don't want Anastasia to die here. You can never rely on the stun, that's true. Boy, do I not like this turn. As much as the Archchain would be nice, I actually kind of want the flat damage to bail us out and have that kill. Which, it might work. Yeah, but the enemy's gonna have magic resist a lot of the time. Well, not necessarily. Assassins don't have magic resist that often. I'm very grateful for that heal command code, though. Between that and Hans, that'll get her back in the fight. Ooh! No, 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 no! Oh, fuck. I wanted Anastasia's NP there, right? If I had known they were going to kill, I would have used Hans's third skill, because that would have given her 10% battery and she could go now, right? Well, shit. I guess we gotta give it to Robin now, though. God damn it, Landling. This is why I need his skill to be 10, because it's only a 5-turn cooldown, and then I could use Atlas and make it a 3-turn cooldown, right? That wouldn't be so bad. Want to buy command code with poison on it, even though there's like 3 of them, but I have none of them, unfortunately. That. Robin wants Anastasia to be the TPS. Good luck with that one. Still got the break though. It's fine. It's just if we had landed the poison, I could have saved the attack though, right? I could have used it in one of the later health bars. Like this double attack down though. Seriously, that's pretty nice. Between Hans's, you know, sometimes landing the defense up and that's pretty good. Like, I don't mind that at all. So he does like to cast Invulnerability. So part of me wants to save her first skill, but on the other hand, we're not going to do any goddamn damage if I don't have the art up. And she'll skill seal, so. I'm doing this now because his NP doesn't do damage. So it's like, you might as well use it on normal cards, and this is a pretty good time to make stars because we might get a good crit out of it. Hans is probably never going to NP again, so we'll do that. Come on, 60% chance. That crit with the art up will actually be huge. We have crit up, art up, for Buster card bonus, so...
その大いなる力を
60% in our favor, so theoretically, you know.
死んで
Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Got a lot of NP back on that. Well, there goes Hans. This isn't a terrible time to make crit stars, but it's not the best either. I think I just do that.
仕込みは上手。
動くな
Wait for the art cards.
すり抜けるぜ。えつな。
Yeah, we got a double crit anyway.
よしよし
Yeah, there it is. God damn it. If Robin had his NP right now, we could break. That is unfortunate.
そこは強く。
Stars versus crit. Stars. There's no point in critting when the first two hits don't do anything.
デクレッシェンド。
死んで
I mean, it's more NP gain.
そらよくと。
That's not good enough.
はいや。はいや。
He really likes that attack. Okay, this would be an amazing time.
死に惑いなさい
Yeah, there we go. How does she land that and Robin doesn't land the poison? I think the poison was way more likely. If I do the art up, it'll definitely... Dude, breaking here is huge because he's stunned. Like, that's so helpful. Although Robin's gonna be one turn off poison, that sucks. I guess it's not that big of a difference one way or the other.
魔眼を使いなさい
仕込みは上手。えつな。
Okay, that was a good crit. I got it.
B
This is good though, getting more debuffs.
すべてを見抜きなさい
Means Mozart can't die this turn, and then Mozart can use his third skill. So actually, this is working out. Honestly, I gotta say, for how, you know, it's not like we're using any OP supports or anything, and Anastasia's doing pretty good for being neutral. Like, yeah, you know, there's better things out there, and there's definitely people that could be doing more damage and stuff, but, well, okay, you just had to do art down. I swear, I have seen so many Saber bosses. I have seen so many Saber bosses where they give the middle finger to art teams, and I swear it's because they know Robin and Uriel are like the meta budget archers. I've just seen them do that so many times. Like I've seen raids where it's like an archer raid, or a Saber, excuse me, a Saber raid boss that has like art resistance permanently and stuff like that. I've seen that so many times. Yeah, I think if Anastasia got like a reasonable buff, I think she could really, you know, turn things around. Okay. Robin should not die here, and we should win next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because just in case she dies. I'm gonna save Mozart so Mozart can't die here. Although Robin's gonna be really debuffed. He's gonna have art down and attack down. That kinda sucks.
了解。仕込みは上手。クレッシェンド。
But we'll have attack up and art up as well. Basically, we're not going to be very buffed, right? The debuffs are going to offset most of our buffs.
ならば見せよう
Art resist would be kind of cool on our NP. I think kind of like that. Oh yeah, he NP drains. Yeah. Thankfully we had so much NP that doesn't matter. Damn it! Well, I'm glad I cast Charisma when I did, but that sucks. Oh yeah, and he has defense up. So we have attack down, art down, and he has defense up. Oh boy. Oh no, I'm sorry, damage cut. Excuse me. That's actually not too big of a deal for an NP. Guys, just proccing magic resists all the time though.
いい鍵盤には女神の加護が宿るものさ。了解了解。
Anastasia did good. Feels bad. I'm kind of upset she died right there because we might just win right here. Honestly, she did totally fine though. Like, she helped bail us out because we didn't get poisoned at the beginning and everything. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, the fight ends anyway, that's right. Okay. He gets vampired here, I think. Oh god, and we're about to do the U fight, because that's such a... They did not think that went through, man. Like, they did not think that went through. It's absolutely supposed to be a boss fight, too. Like, they want it to be a real boss fight. I'm not sure the vote really matters, because what we're doing right now, I think we're just gonna, you know, do what you do for this fight. Fucking Miyu, by the way. We'll just, whatever the vote is, we'll do for the next fight, because you know this fight is dumb. Actually, I think Hercules already has the command code. We'll literally just use Herc for this so he gets the bond. That would just be sad. Like King Potato Chips here would just be sad, because like the boss can't kill you anyway, and she's really not killing that. Give him another one just cuz if I got one. Wow, I don't have... After all this time, I guess I haven't been remembering to do my free FP rolls on this account. I mean, I've been doing some of them, but I haven't been doing them every day. We'll whatever wins the vote, we'll just do on the next one though. Like, we'll still do it. Yeah, basically, whatever wins, I try to make the... If applicable or possible, feasible, I try to make them the main, you know, unit of the team. But sometimes it's just so unfeasible because what we're doing. Then I make them like, you know, a secondary DPS or support or whatever, like we do with Anastasia there. But I was happy with that. Like Anastasia felt like, you know, she was, you know, doing work. So I could honestly, I could have made Anastasia the main DPS there. I could have. I guess if it's a tiebreaker, we just put those two up again, I guess. And if I had one of them, we would use them both. But I don't have either of those, so I can't. But yeah, if this was my main account where I've got lots and lots of units, I could make almost anything chat picks work to a degree, right? But because it's my ult and I have like fucking nothing on this one, that yeah, I can't really do that. Now I remember the trickiest part about this boss is just finding like the best way to kill off your taunts. And I remember I found a way to do that, like to make it very easy to kill them, but I don't remember what it was. Probably Chin Gong, I would think. We could also do a Rosh. A Rosh would make sense. Wow, now that the other voters have come together, it looks like King Potato Chips is winning really hard. But yeah, when it's possible, if we get a tie, I'll just use them both. But unfortunately, that is not possible on this account for these units. She's an assassin, right? So, it shouldn't be too hard to kill George. It really doesn't matter what his CE is. I just see red press red, I guess. Where the heck is a Rush? What is wrong with me? Like, there he is. Oh, can you change from this menu? Oh, you can. How about that? I've been wanting to fix his, you know, I had him in stage 4, which is stage 2, and nothing was matching, so I wanted to fix that. I remember doing this with a level 1 Spartacus on stream. That was pretty funny. You can literally solo this with any unit in the entire game. It can be anyone. They can be counterclassed, like it don't matter. Sometimes the wave, like the turn 1 might go really bad and you might need to reset, but generally it's not that big of a deal. I think we just use our evade on turn 1 to make sure nothing stupid happens. Oh my god. Chat, imagine, oh my god. Imagine if you summoned a support Hercules that had his third skill buff. It will proc off this thing. That's so stupid. You would get like Buster up every fucking turn, and you'd use Atlas, obviously. You would just have so much Buster up. Like, what the hell? That is so messed up. Try it. The problem is, I want to get the bond, though. Because then, yeah, maybe we should try it, though. That is so busted. Okay, we'll do it. That's so busted. Is Beastly here? Because Beastly's got, like, the best Herc ever, and he can have, like, the command codes we want and stuff. I do really want to see that. That's really funny. Let me send Beastly a message on Discord if he's not around, because he definitely has the best Herc among us, I think. Alright. Send him a message. Because, yeah, we want a CE. We don't want his bond CE, because there's no point. Like, there's no point in having your bond CE for that. Yeah, that is almost sad. We kind of do need to do bad combos, because she will die really fast with that much Buster up. So here's the problem with Among Us, with chat. I would like to do something like that, but here's the issue. Now, I may be wrong because I've never played Among Us, but as far as I'm aware, it's like the whole thing is you can't... yeah, don't use his NP, yeah, definitely. Maybe on the last turn we use it just to see the damage, but... you can't hear, like, voice chat for most of when you're playing, right? And I think you can hear voice chat when you, like, are in a meeting, right? Like when someone discovers a body or whatever, right? But the problem is... You cannot guarantee that everyone you're playing with is going to be reasonable, right? If you're playing with randoms, you know, God knows what's going to happen on voice chat, and that can be a problem, right? So that's like the one issue. That's just the rule for friends. It's almost worse though if you don't have that, right? You don't want like voice chat 24/7 in that, because then you're going to have so much. That's not a very good stream. You got people with bad mic qualities, and people that won't shut the fuck up. And, like, there's so many, like, issues that can arise with that kind of thing. Okay, Beastly slotting it. Feels good, man. Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. Oh, hi, Beastly. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, we got an anti-dot one. Perfect. Okay, so this is where I wish I had Shin Gong, because we could just, you know, yeet the stuff nice and quick. How do we want to do this? You know, I actually could bring my Herc for Bond if I... Couldn't I just use a command spell in Shin Gong? Because we're not going to use command spells anyway. Use a level 1 Shin Gong. That should get Herc killed. And that way my Herc gets the Bond bonus anyway. And I can have, like, my cake and eat it too. Surely I have a level 1 Shin Gong. There we go. And what's the CE that'll help him die? Black Grail, I suppose. I'll probably get the job done. Any chance that I got another Black Grail? Probably not. Doesn't really matter what his CE is. Then I'll go with the Knight. That's probably not gonna matter because he's gonna have no health, but lower defense, you know, it's something. Okay. In before his new third skill doesn't proc with the gimmick here, but it should. I'm pretty sure it will. I don't think the game sees it as any kind of like you know, special guts or anything. Okay, so is it okay to have him taunt himself? I think it is. is he'll get rid of Guts with his NP, and then the AoE will kill her, right? I'm pretty sure that's right.
自爆しかありますまい。そして命の価値に区別
Okay, we actually don't want to do damage yet. we have to preserve the health of the boss as much as possible here.
この辺りが頃合いですか。
We're actually not double herking, we're just bringing the other Herker bond. We're trying to get rid of him as fast as possible. Wait, shouldn't I have I should have taunted next turn, I think. Oh, I think Black Grail will bail us out though, I think. Oh right, she doesn't do fuck. Do I Shingon again? Shit, I shouldn't have taunted then. I really messed up with the taunt there. I forgot. I think she now... I know she eventually starts doing the blood stuff. No, Herc will not die to Curse. Well, the other Herc might. I'm trying to remember. Do you fight her twice? Like, because I know she starts NPing. I didn't remember her doing an extra attack at all, but I guess maybe she does it for the first turn. It's the only one, so she does NP now? Okay, that's so weird. Why didn't you just... I guess it's a warning shot. Seriously, I think that's a warning shot so you, like, learn what the gimmick is. Right, I think they want you to be like, oh, okay, so she's gonna NP every turn. I think that's what they're doing right there. I think we can go ahead and cast this. We start getting the Buster. That's the whole point. We want to see just how bullshit we can get with the Buster.
この辺りが頃合いですか。まさかまさかの企画日時。
I haven't done this in forever. I didn't remember that, but okay, I see what's going on here. That's perfect. Black Grail for the save, man. Does anyone remember how many turns it took to do this with the level 1 Spartacus? Because I'm pretty sure it was a long ass time. There it is. Like 50? It surely took more than 50, I would think. Okay, we're gonna not attack up because, you know, we want to give the boss enough time so we can actually, you know, get stacks here. This is so dumb. This is so dumb that it works with that. And yeah, we have Atlas now too. I'm literally gonna not use my attack buff because I'm just trying to get as many of these as possible. I guess we don't Buster spam right now. I try to do lower damage. We'll do Ooga Booga once we have a few more Buster stacks to show it off. Like, we could kill her so fast if we're trying. Oh my god, this is so disgusting. Like, by the time this wears off, I can cast it again. Like, I'm gonna get a Buster up every fucking turn, and then I can just cast it again. Why'd you have to crit her? Oh my god, this is amazing. Damn it, we have 60% crit on that art. I guess we do this. I think that's the least damage I can do. Imagine if they gave Herc one of those gimmicks where they do more damage with low health. Oh, higher Juno. Oh, fair point, Ari. I wasn't thinking about that. Oh, look, we don't get Buster Up from Guts anymore, except now we do. This is so disgusting. Alright, I think this one will wear off when we gain the other one, though, so we're pretty much, we're gonna maintain, we would maintain this much Buster Up for 5 turns. So we would maintain 5 Buster Ups for 5 turns. That is so messed up. Okay, now we want to check the damage. Don't really need to use Atlas, but I'm just going to. I guess we do our evade just in case we get lucky. We get a crit. I should have thought of that and made as many stars as possible last turn. Would she survive the NP? Because then we could do defense down. I'm kind of thinking no. Because the NP has attack up and 5 Buster Ups. What do you want to see, chat? Do you want to see the Buster Chain, right, with the, you know, extra attack and all that? Or do you want to see big boy NP damage? Because I could do like 2 Busters in NP. That way you see, you do see the, I think we do BB NP. Yeah, BB NP I think is right. Because that way we get to see some of the Ooga Booga, right? And then yeah, I think that's, because if we do NP BB, she's dead. Wait, no, she has a break bar. Right, she has a break bar. If the fight ends, obviously, I'm pretty sure when you break it. But yeah, we could do NP BB. Yeah. Okay, so then we get the defense down and max damage. Okay. That's true. We could also reset. That's another thing we could do. Why can Herc have this much Buster Up? This is ridiculous. Who needs Merlin? Fucking 300k on his own, right? Completely on his own, and then just casually do another 100k with the normal cards, no crit, and then God knows how much this is gonna do. Jesus Christ, man. And by the way, he maintains that damage for 5 fucking turns. Good lord. Poor you. It's a tough time, man. And look, we got our bond for our hurt. Feels good. He's pretty good indeed. What's really messed up is, you know, outside of stages like this, you still also get more survivability, right? That's the crazy thing. Like a free SQ. Imagine if like it was an event and you had an event CE as well. That could get so disgusting. Alright, chat. Who won? Was it King Potato Chips? I think it was. Hey, look, it's you. Now, we have a few people. Okay, yeah, Maniacs. I remember he had one. I didn't remember that it was that good, but Jesus Christ, that's pretty good. I can't believe they buffed her. She's another one of those units that is... Okay, this is going to be tough, though, because, it's night class, so... Do we try to solo, or do we want to... Like, we've obviously been... No, we got to do a team. We got to bring her. We got to get that bond where we can get it. Because holy shit, we're so close, man. 49k, like, come on. Alright. Got good command codes, that's nice. Chat, do we make her the main DPS or do we make her like a on the side? I think we try to make her the main. I think she's might be able to pull that off. We mainly need stuff to help her stabilize then at the beginning. Like, it's totally fine if I make my team super disposable. I could do Gong, that's not so bad. Dude, that's so... They wanted her to be like a solo monster. It's so obvious that they did that because of the buff that they gave her, right? It's like, oh yeah, that one thing that she had a problem with, yeah, it's not a problem anymore. Yeah, this is probably the tank. I think the tank is an archer. Oh my god, if I had... I don't think this account has any of it yet. But that Holy King or whatever, right, where each copy of it, you get extra health, right? I could put that on everyone. If I had it, I would do that. My main has it. My main's got many copies of it, but I don't think I got it yet on this account. It's kind of overkill, but it's amazing. Bring George just for the bond. Her gameplay is really fun. She's actually, in terms of a game design standpoint, one of my favorite units they've made because it's. I wish they did this more. You can tell, you can so tell, they took a second and are like, okay, let's try to really make a unique toolkit that fits what this character does lore-wise, right? They didn't try to like vaguely fit what she does into an already existing archetype, right? Because they do that a lot. They were like, okay, what can we do that fits, and they made completely new mechanics for her, right? And it's such unique gameplay. And I really was happy with that. I wish they do that more often. I mean, a lot of bosses don't have damage resist. Loads of bosses don't have damage resist, but you know they use it sometimes. And yeah, it's armor ignore. It's like when they want to make sure the boss is going to be extra tanky, right? Like no matter what. Although, funnily enough, you can still get around it with, you know, true damage, so... Alright, can this tank handle it? As long as we don't, like, die immediately, we'll be okay. Our damage output is going to be so bad, though, because, again, it's a night class. Maybe I should use that on Hans, but, it's fine.
出直していらっしゃい。目も当てらいいぞ。邪魔ですよね。The annoying part is if this guy gets a lot of dots on us, that's going to be the problem. But we have Atlas, so. 資料集めにはことかかん。損なうたびに思い出すがいい。メルヘン・マイネス・レーベンス。 Toy tank, yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. It's a skateboard. It did not care for Qingong there. Let's go damage. Oh damn. Maniac's giving her the command card boost. That looks pretty funny. Wow, I gotta say 61k, all things considered, is not too bad. That's a strong potato salad right there. I would like to have Qingong taunt the NP.
I think it puts a burn multiplier on you, so I really don't want that hitting her right off the bat. God, she's got so much NP resistance already. It's ridiculous. What really gets her, from what I've seen, is when she fights a boss that has a lot of like crit up nonsense, and she gets crit a lot. That's something that can catch up with her pretty fast. Because you can have enemies that crit for like 10, 11k and that kind of thing, and like her NP resist obviously doesn't work on crits. Punch! The sound effect on that. Having someone with debuff clear would have been really nice. Like, you know, Martha. That would have been good. I have Martha too. I even leveled her. She might be able to. Well, now let's do that. I'll definitely break. I think, anyway. Damn it. Damn it, I should have done Buster, quick Buster. I thought she had it. Yes, buff removal removes buff removal resistance count. But it depends on like the percentage, right? Because if the percentage is high enough and it procs, then you're fine. But if it doesn't, it'll get rid of it. So it's just like any other thing. No, actually, now that I think about it though, aren't all of the buff removal resistances 100% if they're maxed? I may be wrong about that, but like almost none of them are unless they are maxed. But aren't all of them 100% when they're maxed? Highest buff removal is 500%. Well, yeah, that'll definitely work. Highest buff removal resistance is 100%. So yeah, there are times that it won't work. Then that's true. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty rare though, especially because most buff removal gimmicks you're going to be dealing with where you'd want to use that, it's not like Rule Breaker or something, it's shit like a gimmick. You break the first health bar, then all your buffs are removed, and normally that stuff is only 100%. And yes, buff removal and resistance can have a percent, yeah. It's just like taunt, you know, different taunts have different aggro draws and stuff. So I could just use my second skill now and then start ramping again. Well, not quite yet. If I used Atlas, I wouldn't quite have it back in time. But we have George, so I think we wait a little bit. Wait, she's still ramping? Good God. I actually wish this thing would NP her now because I'm curious how much damage it would do because we have a lot of NP resistance right now. I would assume buff resistance removal or buff removal resistance does stack. I have never tested that, and that's very difficult to test. So My guess is it stacks, but I'm not sure. I almost want to not taunt just because I want to see it do like no damage, but then it might hit David and that would really suck. How does she fit in Chaldia? By the way. I know she can shrink to a degree, but she can't go down to normal size, can she? Or am I wrong? Like, I knew she could shrink, but I didn't think she could. I thought this was as small as she could get, pretty much. And yeah, you can like crawl, but I mean the hallways really don't look that big. The garage should be big enough. Yeah, probably that. Feels bad, by the way. So I feel like it'd be really, even though I have Atlas ready to go, it would feel really stupid to use our second skill at 91% NP. So we'll get our NP, then we'll use it. Oh, did we have the fucking buff removal command code this whole, or debuff removal? I didn't realize that. Silly name. She's still ramping. She is still ramping. What the fuck? Oh man, she got no cards here. That sucks. I mean, hell, she actually has more than 40,000 because she's not at max health right now. And what's so funny is because of the way her second and first skill work, any damage they do to her is going into the void as long as you get back up, right? Like all the damage I've taken right now is going to be healed because I go back down to lower HP than our max right now. So it's like they didn't do anything. Also, rip David. Yeah, she's got like about 50,000 health right now. Feels bad though, we're gonna eat all of it, but we start getting it back immediately again. And so you can, if you want to, you can just not, you don't have to get the battery, right? You could easily, you know, just take the health and run with it. But I'm like, we're never gonna go under anyway, so. And hell, just to be safe, we could give her that. We could give that for the NP though, it's fine. Probably gonna kill here, to be honest. We'll see. It'll be close. So I was gonna play Art Knights today, but I'm probably not going to because I want to do some stuff with Tusk and my brother later, so I haven't actually gotten to do anything with them in ages, so. Coronavirus has not helped with that, by the way. Ooh boy, he's taking his opportunity though. We got like the one chance to kill her and he fucking crits. He's screwed now though, because now we've got evade and we have invulnerability, and she's gonna get another, you know, ramp up. Like that, by the time he's actually able to damage her again, her health is gonna be so fucking high again. It's over. Do we have David just in this guy's suffering? I'm gonna say yes because I don't want David to die. David's a cool lad. It's kind of funny though, ending with her having invulnerability and a lingering evade. There really was no threat of her dying there. Especially once we got down to solo, we could remove a debuff every turn. That'd have been very helpful. Oops. Boy, these are some picks we don't see too often. We have like multiple tiger tanks now. Oh boy, other snake. She's gonna have a hard time here because I think this is AoE, and she's single target and she is neutral. So I know Beastly has her. Yeah, right there. That's probably the one we'll use. That's good enough. I'm already picking her because I don't see anyone running this back. The only one who even has a chance would be Kentucky, but I don't see him winning here. Guys, don't be dicks, man. Jesus, guys, I'm really getting tired of this. I gotta say something because I'm really, not everyone in my community does this, but I'm fucking tired of this, man. Like, every time there's someone that's a bit socially awkward or something, everyone starts acting like bullies. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, it's stupid, man. Like, there's some people that like join our Discord or our chat or whatever that they're being dicks, right? They're coming in here and like, you know, insulting people or trying to be elitist or whatever. You know, those people deserve to, you know, if they're shooting shots, you get to shoot shots back, right? That's totally fair. You know, it's not about punching up, you know, it's like punch back, right? But if somebody is just a bit, you know, socially awkward and stuff, you don't need to be an ass, right? And like, if they're bugging you, just don't interact with them then. Like, I mean, it's like, come on, man. Like, I'm seriously tired of this because I see it a lot from, like, especially on our Discord. And like, it's like people, their aim is off. They can't tell the difference between somebody that's just a bit socially awkward versus somebody that's actually being an asshole, right? There's a big fucking difference. Like, if someone's being an asshole, by all means be an asshole back, right? But if somebody's just not on the same wavelength as you or whatever, and you find them, it's like, if you find them annoying, fine. But don't be an ass about it, right? You don't need to be a dick to people just because you find them annoying. Anyway, that's my soapbox for the day. I want to bring Ku really bad, but I don't think chat wants that. Because, like, for God's sakes, a lot of people that really have a hard time socializing and have a hard time making friends and stuff, they go to the internet, you know, for like, you know, as like a refuse, right? And then you have a bunch of people on the internet treat them like shit. It's like, come on, you don't want to be that guy. Like, you really don't want to be that guy. And like, you know, it's like, I think a lot of people that do what I'm saying, it's like they're not trying to be assholes, but they are being assholes, right? And I just don't want to associate with that, right? Like, please, just knock it off. Oh, hi, Finn. Thank you for the gifted sub. Alright, definitely George on this one. Like, for real, when I'm not one of those people that's like, you know, you gotta turn the other cheek when someone's being a twat to you and they're insulting you, and like, you know, by all means, right, in those contexts, sure, but, you know, I've been seeing it so much in the community, you know, and I'm just like, come on, guys, like, it's so, like, we're not 9 years old, right, this isn't recess, like, holy shit. I don't know if 9-year-olds are actually old enough for recess, I don't even know, Not using Ku against archers, man. What is this shit coming to? Oh yeah, elitism. Unfortunately, I don't think it's the norm for FGO or really any game. It can be the norm though for like the people that speak up. And then especially with like communities like Reddit with how upvoting and downvoting works. You know, it's going to, over time, kind of be more of the same thing, right? It's always going to push out a lot of the other unpopular opinions. So even if, like, all the other minorities combined are more than the majority, Reddit's almost always boiled down to just the majority, and especially the vocal majority. And, yeah, there's a lot of elitism in a lot of just gaming communities, unfortunately. And, like, by all means, you know, if you want to take things seriously and strive to be really good at things, that's great. Like, that's great, but yeah, Dude, we had someone on our Discord today getting super elitist about he's so great because he uses an emulator and modifies the game to be 60 frames per second, and like how dare no one else do that. And when people would point out all the many reasons someone might not want to use an emulator, like they just want to play on their phone, maybe they don't have a good computer, maybe they don't want to break terms of service. He was like, oh, but they never banned for it anyway. That's the only reason you shouldn't break the rules is because maybe they don't ban for it. But what if they start banning for it, right? And like, it's just stupid. And I agree, it's dumb that FGO, kind of shits on emulators, right? I think that's dumb and they should not do that. And I hope they stop doing that at some point, right? But it doesn't. I'm not going to be mad at someone if they don't want to use an emulator. If they're like, you know what, I don't want to risk my account that I've been playing for years on something that breaks terms of service, even if historically the DW hasn't cared too much. Because what if they start caring, right? And on the flip side, if someone wants to use an emulator, that doesn't bother me either, because again, I think it's stupid that it's against terms of service. And I get that a lot of people want to play on PC, and maybe they don't even have a phone. Like, I know a lot of people that they still have flip phones and shit. That's, some people don't care about smartphones, right? Or they have a smartphone, but it's not very good, right? And it's not going to run FGO very well. There's plenty of people in that boat. So, like, I don't begrudge anyone for using an emulator or not using an emulator, right? It doesn't matter. But I'm not, it's ridiculous to try to like force people out of their comfort zone and just be elitist about, like, who the fuck is gonna be elitist about using an emulator? Like, weird flex, bro. Like, that's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in the FGO community. Thankfully, that's not a popular opinion. That was just one really weird and stupid thing.
I
mean, you might have like individuals that get wrapped up in the hive mind, but a lot of people don't. The thing is, like, it depends on like what kind of community you're talking about. Like with Reddit, it can get kind of difficult because not only do unpopular opinions get voted down, but people that get voted down a lot are normally going to leave that community, and so as time goes on, it becomes more hive-minded, but it's still not completely hive-minded. There's still going to be multiple popular opinions, and there's still going to be people in the community that just don't voice their opinion, right? Like that's going to be a big thing. But like on Discord, I don't really think that Discord can have its moments, of course, because again, if communities have it's easier to fit in when you have like the majority opinion, right? But because Discord doesn't have upvote, downvote, it's not very punishing to not have an unpopular opinion, so. That just depends, though. Okay, we're definitely NPing here. Can I do 14k after the NP? I'm gonna be really pushing it on that one. Let me think. I think we do art up just to make sure we get that 14k and then loop better. And like, cause I'll talk about, like I shit on Reddit a lot, but I don't shit on the people that use Reddit, right? A lot of people use Reddit and they want their memes and their news or whatever, and that's fine. And Reddit actually works pretty well for that. It just doesn't work well for discourse, right? That's like but most people don't use Reddit for that anyway. Like most people do not go into the comment section of Reddit, they just look at the posts, and that's it. These for a while they started kind of enforcing the emulator thing, and they like would try to patch the game in ways that would make it not work on an emulator. They used to do that a lot. They haven't done it in a long ass time. So right now, I don't think they're going to condone it, but it doesn't seem like they're going to like really go out of their way to stop it. But that's just right now. They could change their mind, right? They could obviously change their mind at any moment. So I don't hold any personal grudge against you if you want to use an emulator. That's totally fine. I think it's completely reasonable. But just be aware that it is technically against terms of service. So hey Poi Poi, thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of gacha games actually nowadays support emulator, and they're like all down for it because ultimately it lets more people play your game. So. It's like, I don't want to put like Gallon in the sights here, but it's like, I don't think Gallon has ever done anything bad, ever, like ever. Like, you know, sometimes, you know, it says things a bit, like off topic, right? But so? That's not a big deal. Like, relax. Like, Galen has never done anything to piss me off ever. Like, not once, right? And I'm tired. I see people, you know, it's not just Galen. I see other people get bullied like this too. But you see so many people give him shit just because he says things sometimes a bit off, you know, topic, right? Like, that's not a big deal. Like, relax. That's fine. Like, honestly, the fact that he's put up with a lot of the horse shit, it surprises me, right? Like, it really does. Like, I think a lot of people that if they were getting harassed as much as he did, they wouldn't put up with it. So I'm way more impressed with Galen not, you know, putting up with that crap than fucking people harassing him. Like, it's such a bad reason to harass somebody. Like, if you don't like what he's saying and stuff, you can just... don't bother him, right? Just stay out of it. It's not a problem. It's not like Galen's ever insulting anyone. He's never attacked, you know, like Jesus. Well, we're looping no problem, so I'm liking that. Can I loop with one art card? Because we're gonna This is from Final Fantasy 13. Everybody hates that game, but I don't even think it's that bad. It does have problems, like it is really linear and all that at the beginning. But the music's really good and stuff. So. Like 13 is so not my favorite game at all, but it's okay. Like I don't mind it. It got a pretty good battle system as it got going. I think the problems with that game are the cast is all over the place, and then it holds your hand way too long. It is insane how long that game holds your hand. But once it stops holding your hand, it has a pretty interesting combat system and some pretty well-designed boss fights. I can't remember. Is this NP seal and then skill seal on NP? Yeah, okay. Hey, Not, thank you for a lot of subs today. I don't know what the fuck, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna NP that one next turn.
いい時代だ。資料集めには事欠かん。損なうたびに思い出すがいい。メルヘン・マイネス・レーベンス。カーレン。
I don't actually know anything about the other 13 games. I only know about regular Final Fantasy 13. I know there's like 13-2, which is a weird name, and I think there's another one too. I don't know anything about those ones, but I don't even have a whale account. I've never, none of my accounts are whale accounts. What did you do, Arjuna? What is this? What is this from? I don't even know. It's a hell of a picture, though. Was it a Kickstarter? I don't even know. I've never heard of that. I guess I'm not my generation. I guess I've never heard of that. Do I want to crit here? Nah. I gotta say, she's doing pretty good damage for being at neutral. So she hasn't been going that badly at all. I'm getting a lot of stars in too. This is wild, man. I've not found a time to use no stars third skill. Normally that's pretty easy to get off. well, it's pretty much all those dots. It's pretty much now or never for Mozart, so. Could just use her third skill. Let's see if we can save Mozart. Gonna say, she did pretty damn well here. I actually like this setup quite a bit. And she killed. Oh yeah. Feels good, we saved Mozart. Alright, we'll do one more, I think we'll wrap up. Because we're getting close to the harder stuff that we want to save for later anyway. Alright, what do we got? Oh boy. I think it's pretty obvious who's gonna win this one already. I'm okay with that. Mine's 10-10-10 finally. He really came out swinging on that one. What are we gonna get? Oh my god, it's archers again. You know, normally it's more fun to do neutral when the content's not super hard, but I'm okay with fighting some Roman tanks, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna slot my level 1 George. Give me a second. They had Black Bart slotted there. Yeah, Arjuna, you missed it. We did Black Bart. It was pretty fun. But what was it? It was because he wasn't counterclassing, and it was Riders. Yeah. I wish the stage had been a little bit harder. Dude, I cannot find my on-death CE for George. What the hell? Why Ox King? Why the fuck can't I find this? Dude, I'm going insane right now. How can I not? There, Jesus Christ. That's not a CE I generally have a hard time finding. Okay. I don't know why I was looking in the assassin tab for a second there. At least they're not all archers. Hans might not actually die if I do this, though. I bring the Switch Mystic Code. Dude, I can never find the Switch Mystic Code on the female character because I'm just so used to the male one. I'm looking for the white thing. Like, that's what I'm always looking for. I don't really get why the female one is orange and the male one is white. I don't really get that. And Boudica is just better now. Because I think what a lot of people think is, how does that make any sense, right? Like, wow, you know, okay, Boudica gets her bonus damage, but Boudica is just such a bad damage dealer, who cares? The reason it really matters that Romulus works with Boudica is because Boudica now gives everyone the anti-Roman damage, and it's a huge multiplier for 3 turns, and she gives everyone the art up, and she gives everyone the attack up, right? So she's given, with Romulus, she's given everybody such a large damage boost that's a pretty big deal, and she also gives her anti-Roman skill now also comes with a crit buff. So, it's pretty nice. I'm mainly just doing that so she doesn't get whacked. I know, it is funny that Boudica works well with a character that's Omega Roman, right? Damn it, she didn't get her NP there. Also, I wish Romulus had been able to do more damage this turn so I could kill this thing. Never mind. The 3-star Romulus is fine, but he's nothing exceptional, right? He's close to being exceptional, honestly. If they could give him a little bit of a boost, he'd be much better. But he's alright. He does pretty solid damage, has some okay team support. Targetable Guts is a nice option. He's got a battery skill, and those are quite rare on low stars. Do I NP this? Maybe we NP this and we don't. I should have saved my second skill then, because I could have repeat NP really fast. I'm not gonna use my first skill. We're not gonna turn them into Romans yet. Because yeah, if I had not used my second skill, I could get battery from that next turn. I get battery from Hans, and then I could switch Mysticode in Shingon and get battery again. Let's try to NP when we still have extra Roman. The main thing about Romulus is he ramps pretty well because of the way his NP works. But in the short term, he's nothing too exceptional. He's alright. He's still fine in the short term. He still has good damage and team support, survivability. You know, he's totally fine in the short term. I wish one of them had survived so I could have done the art card there. Alright, please be a kind of a tough final wave. Well, it's not that tough, but it's something. I like how, that's, I can't switch either, that sucks. I kind of want to have 100 base not NP. She could do really well right now. Like, we could have her loop and stuff. We kind of want these guys to survive. I wanted Romulus stuff. I'm going to try to not kill these, and I'm going to try to NP before the Roman boost stuff is gone. If I switch out Hans for Chin Gong, I'm going to lose one of the Romans then. I really messed up not, I should have saved my second skill at big time. Damn, giving up a Roman. What have we done? I'm gonna have 100 face NP because they're gonna die anyway. I'm hoping she won't kill it. Nah, she'll kill it because I'm gonna fuck. I'm trying to do max NP game without killing anything. Got that Buster card, which will get a decent amount of NP, but it'll do an insane amount of damage. Shit, this is difficult. Yeah, I could easily kill one of them right there with that 100% Buster crit, like no problem. Damn it! If he could crit with that, that would have really helped. I needed the NP gain. Please don't crit with the Buster. At least our crit buff is gone. No, it's not gone. Don't kill him! Don't kill him! They hit me. Hit me! No, that's... You're not hitting anyone. God damn it. Wait, does my second skill back? Yeah, there we go. Now we got some Romans. So now they're Roman and we're extra Roman. Fucking Romulus is triple Roman. I'm serious. He counts as triple Roman right now. No, he's only double Roman, damn it. I must have lost the other buff. Well, he'll be triple Roman after the NP. I love that it works that way, by the way. It's kind of amazing. Now, if I Buster crit that guy, he'll be another Roman, but I'll probably kill him. Because we've got... Yeah, we've got attack up, crit up, Buster up. Yeah, like, he'll die. That sucks. If he survived, if I did that Buster crit, we could apply another Roman trait before our NP. How unfortunate. Oh yeah, they're dead. They're the question is how much damage are we gonna do? That just one tank just like flinch? That's what it looks like. It's so beautiful, man. Yeah, they're pretty dead. They became so Roman they exploded. Oh my god. Commentary. What's funny is that, although that comment would still be stupid in this context, it's actually at least correct in this context, because this is not a forced story support, and we're actually counterclassing, right? Like, it actually would make sense in that context, just the stage isn't hard enough, like, nobody cares. Good times, good times. Alright, lads, I think we'll wrap up there. I'm pretty far along now, so I think 5.5 is really soon. We're getting really close here. So we'll probably do this like maybe like half a stream. I don't think we have enough content left for a full stream here in Lostbelt 3, but we got plenty of other things to do. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, everybody. I'm really enjoying this. This random servant thing has actually been more fun than I thought it would be. I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot. I'm surprised that it works on the ult account, right? I didn't think it would work so well, but it's fine. Probably no Genshin or Art Knights today, just because I want to do some stuff with Tusk and my brother and all that. But tomorrow for sure, we'll do some of that tomorrow. Because yeah, no, I haven't played the side games much lately, but we'll get to it. But yeah, thanks for everybody. We'll raid somebody real quick here. Also, I guess Genshin's got new content coming up kind of soon, doesn't it? The dragon thing or whatever. Oh, we'll raid Cairo. Actually, sad that I can't watch him right now because he's playing Armored Core, and I'm a big fan of that. But yeah, peace out, everybody. Have a good one. Not until the 23rd. Okay, we got a spell on that.